In September 2011, a group of 30 members and partners of the Rotary Club of Frome spent 5 pleasant days in the beautiful city of Krakow. We were organised by our own tour guide, who gave us simple directions to find our way around the city, although our president was still having trouble.
Here we are, here. There's a
You lost already, Ken?
Yeah, we're lost. Can you get lost?
If you walk at the beginning,
Yeah, we're pretty well lost already, but I'm sure we can find our way.
Just a short walk from our hotel was the city's main square. It was a hub of activity and was a good starting point for most of the city's features.
Where are you guys dining tonight, Mr.
This time when we get in the bar.
I'm not photogenic. And then Ron came Richard, which was nice. And his little two.
The royal castle and cathedral sits on top of a steep hill above the river Wisla. The castle, although impressive, seemed to me to be an odd assortment of architecture with all kinds of building styles. Towers, domes, pillars, all seem to have been added over the years. Inside, thanks to its 1,000-year-old history, this cathedral is arguably the most interesting place in Krakow. Its 14th century walls shelter a great variety of beautiful objects of art.
Oh no, that man's out with his camera already this morning.
How are we today?
I think we're doing great today.
Good. You enjoy yourself?
We feel bad, but we're going to have a good day today, I hope
And
so.
Could be better.
this is oh, never mind.
As usual. Excellent.
One of the highlights of our trip was the Vishka salt mine. The mine reaches a depth of 327 metres and is over 300 kilometres long. To get down to each level of the mine, visitors must descend a wooden stairway of 378 steps. But there is also a lift which holds 9 people at a tight squeeze and only takes 30 seconds to reach the bottom. The members who opted for the lift, however, were not actually aware of how it was being operated. The sculptures carved out of rock salt by miners working in very cramped conditions were absolutely amazing. The rock salt is actually various shades of grey, so the carvings resemble polished granite rather than white, as many visitors expect. Just as you imagine you've seen it all, we discover a magnificent chapel known as the Underground Cathedral of Poland. Everything here is carved from salt, and even the crystals of the chandeliers are made of rock salt that has been dissolved and reconstituted to achieve a clear glass-like appearance. There is a place in Krakow that none of us really wanted to visit, but we felt the need to. Auschwitz and Birkenau was the largest Nazi concentration camp in German-occupied Europe, and was for all of us a very moving experience. What's been your impression of this visit today?
Well, it's an unbelievable day, Ernie. It's almost as if it's not true. We know it is true. I think it's as if somebody has made... It seems as if they've made a story, made a film of it. Just doesn't seem real, but we all know that it is, of course. Absolutely. Wouldn't have missed it for anything coming here. So anybody who hasn't been, I think they shouldn't come. I think they should rethink and come.
Mike?
I'm just overwhelmed by it, Ernie. I knew it happened, but it's very difficult to take it in until you've actually been here and you see the scale of the place and the inhumanity of man towards his fellow man. I find it hard to put into words, but it's just extraordinary, absolutely extraordinary. And I think it's something that we should all be faced with in life.
In the Jewish quarter there is a small square which represents the site of the Jewish ghetto. Here there is a memorial in the form of 33 chairs. The chairs symbolise the furniture thrown out during the occupation and the formation of the ghetto. The town square, situated in the heart of the city, is the largest medieval square in Europe, measuring 656 square feet. In the past, it was a marketplace and a location for official events. Today, it's lined with smart cafes, restaurants, and a colourful market, catering mainly for the tourist. Entry into the college courtyard is free of charge. It is occasionally used for a backdrop of open-air theatres and musical events. At 11, 1 and 3 p.m, the courtyard clock performs a little show with wooden figures of kings and famous professors parading to music. During our 5-day tour, we spent a great deal of time just meandering through the quaint streets. It was all very compact, with nothing too far away, and always a cafe or two nearby to indulge ourselves. The final evening we all got together for a meal. The trip was a great success, enjoyed by all, and who knows, may just be the start of an annual event.
Ernie, it's been a wonderful break. We thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. The flight came out well. We've had a memorable visits. I think the salt mine in particular was something I've never ever witnessed before. And then to go to Auschwitz 1 and 2 and see the horrors that occurred in Poland was moving for all of us. Overall, super a group, 30 of us thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. Hotel was good and the company was excellent.
We've had a great time really, and I think everybody has enjoyed themselves. We now know a lot more about Poland and about Krakow than we did before. We've all seen a lot. We've been to Auschwitz. We've been to the Jewish Quarter. We've seen the cathedral and all the churches. And Krakow is really a beautiful place. I think as a club, we've enjoyed it. We've shown a lot of friendship. Our guests have fitted in very well, and I think it does nothing but good for Rotary generally and for the Frome Rotary Club. And I do hope that this is the start of something which we could carry on in the future.
My favourite part on holiday was Ernie McKenna, because he was delightful chap to meet, but the main thing was that everybody booked, everything that they bought at the bar was booked to Ernie McKenna's room, which I thought was highly delighted. He thinks that everybody's going to help him pay, but we're not.
Yeah, thanks Norman. Because of that, I had to get a job. Hello? Hello? Norman? Humphrey? They've gone.